Yet another lovely episode by yours truly, the Maniac. I go by the name of Thandong Kunyana, and on this lovely episode, we have Lukho Mamputa as well as Sungula Sitetyana. We delve deeper into the many things that we get to encounter into this concrete jungle. It's a task that we've dedicated ourselves to, and that is making sure that whatever we have, we share it. It's through conversation that I can be able to learn other things that I had no mind for, and also things that I was ignorant to. There's a lot you can learn from a person by conversating with them. To many more of these conversations, young and old, it's all about bridging the gap and making wisdom go viral. Namaste.
Is that abantu don't really pay attention to that respect counterpart one, and hence nabantu abaskilled abayazi inyani in the hood who are just nowhere because abakwazi ifaka la respect. Like, we have people that are educated in the hood, like seriously educated. Okanye abantu abaclever, umuntu ozothi esikolweni hayi ayisithi, but look where they are now, because they don't know how to instill that respect, you know.
Exactly. You gotta be humble all the time, man.
You know. And except for being humble, some people can be confident more than humble, but the respect counterpart of it. It's a
foundation to everything, eh?
And then people who know what respect really means, as we ask, but the humbleness is really a part that they should pay attention to, you know, because you can't just respect someone without being humble to them, you know. And
now you want to follow suit because that person is showing you something that it's nice, man, and you want more of it. It's the same thing when you're doing something bad.
No cap.
You will enjoy it, and the moment you start enjoying it, you want more of it. That's the nature of things.
And that's why you'll be like, hey, okay, let me continue with this shit. And because you used to a level too much boring now, but okay, for respect. If you practice it to born so unique unconsciously, born like bring it up. Okay, man. Even the youngest, we have some respect.
You can go on that point you were making about respect, dog.
It's like it's the foundation of it, man. Like once you practice something so much, it becomes unconscious to you. Even when you practice it, you feel like you learn like 10 kilometers so much that I'll leave 10 kilometers anymore. You just walk. But even with respect, and it's in always practice that really talk much. But like you just don't practice respect. You can even respect the youngins, you know, your peers. It all comes to that. When laundry, I be unconscious, not by unconscious, but you don't know you're doing it. But it comes to a level, but saying the ends are so much that this thing is part of me. I can always express myself in a specific way of respect, and actually seeing some people at a higher regard, even though Umdu is not at a higher regard than you, you know. You say you need money so that you can respect. And I feel like that's why most of these ladies in the hood look up to Amaki and you know, it's because those niggas are the ones that have money around them. And if you were to live in a corporate environment, who work in offices and obvious, somewhere along in our lifetime would feel like that's something good going to the corporate world because you're born how the people act. And it's like that even with this, like you don't need to time.
Like certain behaviors get a certain reward.
Yeah.
So obviously what you are around most of the time is about imprinted and then that is what version you're gonna think they exist. You figure like the majority of what you see, it also gives you ability to filter out what doesn't matter. You can see so much pain for so long, and all you used to is pain so much that but there's also love. There's happiness. There's other forms
of emotional feeling.
We just cannot take experience a one. See nigga just one. Set of emotion. No, there are different ones, and you find you haven't understood that emotional stance. That's why we mislabel.
And that happens a lot in the hood, you know. And that's what we're trying to keep out. Abandon in the hood, they should stop using Ingela A1 thing, you know.
Yeah.
people in the hood should stop using one way of thinking, because there's a whole lot of way to think and a whole lot of ways into approaching his born.
Yeah,
so I feel like most of them should relax, man. But before bazamuzazi, they must try and get to know what it takes to know yourself. You know, I don't know if it's what it goes zazi because of unozazi. So that you really know yourself. You born?
Yes, dude.
So I feel like abantu bayayisikipa la part bayise ukuze ndizazi funeke nenze ntoni bathi gqese bezixelela uba ndifuna uzazi, of which is that's a problem. I feel like that's a problem, because imagine let me not say imagine, it's sinto esiphila kuyo already. That's one. Kids in the hood only respect you awunendo. Yeah, if you're a dog, you'd get that doctor respect because they look at you at a specific frame.
But you know, I feel like that's a human aspect. Even what I've been noticed about life, even old people, bruh, when they don't know what you be on, they ask you, when's I'm doing him done? Why do they want to know that? Because they want to profile you, bruh. Yeah, everybody wants to profile your ass,
so that they can place you in that box.
So they want to know how much respect they can give you.
Yeah.
So if you are waiter, okay, I know Banz. You hear that shit, bro? Like, what the fuck? First time, the first time, like you.
Swing.
Yeah.
And that happens. And I feel like so many people yeah.
Lives with them for years, bro.
Forever, bro.
Forever.
Because except bakule dayo. Light is enough 5. Oh, cause I born about it. Oh yeah. Oh, cause I born about it. Oh, doctor, but you respect njengengqini, uba unika respect njengengqini. Okay, usebenza kamasipala unika respect njengengqini. Iba part of their mental lando.
Same way you look at security guards.
You know, I respect the security guard as much as you'd respect a soldier, bro.
Except them people for real, they safeguard everything, bro.
And you all think like they're safeguarding it there, because nothing really happens about for you to see, but for that not to happen, they needed to portray that image of protection first.
But do you know what's crazy? And I used to be, and not friends, but like I used to talk to a lot of security guards, bro.
Yeah.
And people hire for a company.
Yeah.
And they have to fucking be at that front window, be there at the back rooms, monitoring everything. Remember where I used to work, you used to go to the fucking security guards, right? When you go in, when you come in, bro.
You have to check in.
They know you, they greet you, say you are alien. Bro, them people are people, man. It's just that the hands that were dealt in life, they had to do that shit, bro.
And that's what I'm saying, man. Then your old friend of mine, Uliama Mamfanya, mo. Osibu Mamfanya, they go. Shout out to them. And they made me look at shit in so much perspectives. Like, even people are people now, but nobody
like, it's just that we were put in this fucking system.
And she was like, what's the Kelly song about? Yeah, as much as song as is Pumelela, we won't all Pumelela, like, we look at his success at different eyes. If security, that's my success. I can support my family. That's success to them.
Dog, that's deep, man.
And then who like it's high maintenance life. You see how a doctor lives. You see how a lawyer lives. No. That's my success. I'm gonna work towards that. And that got me thinking about, okay, what if at the end of the day, even with all that we're calculating, but okay, in the next 20 years, once we're still planning, but not everything will go according to our plan and our way of planning, you know. Not young, planning.
Not all your plans are gonna succeed,
you know. But if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, So we need to put plans in motion so that even though we don't fail and things don't go our way, even though things don't go our way, we don't fail. You know, at least it'll be corner like what can I say, a dissect of what I should have been doing. Can make you look for China just because you pushed yourself to that with your plan, So she was telling me that, but we won't look at success with the same versions, When as I said, you can see being a security guard or just having a job as success to you.
Any kind.
You know, because you feel like you need to work for your money, you need to provide for your family.
Do you know how hard it is to get a job in this country, bro.
You know,
you need the connects, bro. If you actually don't have,
it's gonna be fucked up, man.
That's why in this country it's all about network. Make sure you're good with everybody, bro.
Yeah.
So don't be that type of guy. Yeah. Because in the long run, when we're in our 40s, in our 50s, bro, damn well we're still gonna be alive, bro. And damn well we're gonna be grown.
And your net worth is always gonna be determined by your network.
Knew you since you were in your 20s, bro. This is legendary shit. These people, they're gonna say they knew us since we were in our early 20s. To their kids, bro.
And think about Lewi. That's what.
Everyone's watching, Tati. People are fucking looking at your ass, bro.
That's what I come back and about America's universities. Like American universities. One thing I fucking love about them is fraternities, bro. We do have fraternities in universities in South Africa, né? But our fraternities don't reach that level of born, because I feel like fraternities are the best in the way that we know, okay, let's say America in Harvard, there's a specific fraternity under industrial engineering or whatever engineering you want to say about it.
Yes.
Most of them, even if they weren't doing that engineering or doing something outside the counterparts of it, okay, let's say lawyers fraternity. The same fraternity has lawyers, has doctors, has engineers, has has the professionals means under your one. And now you come to that fraternity. Do you know what fraternity really means? It's like not the meaning of the word, but the meaning of it, like it's being in motion. It's brotherhood. Like I adopt you as my brother. So that means anything I do that can help you, I'll help you in that way. And anything you do that can help me, you help me in that way. It's like a mutual agreement. It's like a mutual beneficial relationship, And what's dope about it is like they have their what do they call their rituals, man, for the freshmen,
Yeah.
They have rituals for their fraternity.
They put you on.
That shit is not for playing. It's because they are really taking you. You're showing them you're willing to go that far to show them that you are their brother, and that builds connections for you for the rest of your life. Because all the niggas in your fraternity, even if you're in your 40s, outside the fraternity, the brotherhood still sticks.
Of course, brother.
And I think that's also one thing that could be missing from us when we get older. We fail to be able to build to even build relationships at all. We think relationships about what are we gonna get. I saw a very sad post that said, guys, if now we are dating for what a person has, we are living in very sad times.
But except people outside in the media are pushing that though.
Yeah, that's why to push their profits. And look, if they don't fuck up with our emotions, then we don't buy ways up. We're buying shit that we don't need. It's messing with our emotional stance. Black people don't need you. Look at the version yet you're a beauty. I talk about that as the maniac all the time, G. But come on, man. Look at our version of beauty. It's not us. Do you know you're the only people that love to adopt everyone's culture except our own.
Okay.
Look at how we're living now.
Look at how we wear traditional clothing only when it's Mkiti time.
That's not even traditional clothing, bro. It's
I know it's made by the Chinese. That's what's crazy to me.
Who gets that money?
The Chinese get
profit over people, bro.
Our own fucking culture. And there's a lot of us.
Yeah.
Guess how many Chinese stores there are? There's a Chinese mall.
Did you know
bro?
The Chinese are under PE, bro?
Yeah.
They are under PE because they're classified as black. They're classified as black. And why? It's because it's of the histories they won't show you, but they play the histories. But see, we are black when they need to.
Bruh, even when you apply for some universities, bruh, they be asking you if you're Chinese, bruh.
I think
they say Asian now. They say Asian now. But as I'm saying, man, those fraternities, man, are built brotherhoods because you know what? Everyone who's in the fraternity is pushed to pass.
I've never. What is a fraternity?
It's like a brotherhood. You know, those niggas that live in their varsities,
yeah.
But in South Africa, we don't really practice it that much.
They live in their varsities.
Like
look at those cheer teams, man, and all that. And then they have that emblem. They have rituals. Remember when we were watching Bel Air?
Oh, those happened.
Yeah. Then we timer kamchita who's Will Smith's uncle.
Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil was part of that
Fraternity,
fraternity.
yeah.
Remember how they tried to cheer him up. So the Mamkumbule about the days when he was part of that fraternity, and then they did that dance and so on.
When he was young.
Yeah, Umkumbuza about the fraternity days. Because that's where they built that brother.
My nigga, no.
My G, no
That's
cap.
crazy.
Like fraternities.
Yo, in South Africa,
That's like literally intentional relationship building,
I've
bro.
never heard about that.
It's like, do you know the Bohemian
You
Grove?
probably have watched it many times.
know
but
the Bohemian Grove? Yeah. You know Bohemian Grove? A Bohemian Grove.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see who goes to the Bohemian Grove? It's the presidents, the princes of the world, and then that's a sort of a fraternity, because when they're there, the president's your friend, the prince is your friend, and you can ask the prince, like, say, when we get back out of the fraternity, can you like have this business proposition? And you have like, if I pitch,
give you 5 minutes,
you know,
perhaps.
I can pitch something
Because
to
that
you.
is to disturb you. It's network occasions.
Yeah. That's
Who
what
am I
they
going to try to do business with? Continue from there.
One of the world's biggest deals. Yeah, I forgot what is the deal's name. Yeah, but I'm still gonna look it up. But one of the world's biggest deals was formed at the Bohemian Grove, and the Unilever heads were there. What you see, and that's how the Bohemian Grove works.
Yeah.
You know, because as I was saying, you can meet the prince there and the president. They're your friends there because you're under the same
Businessman,
fraternity.
politician.
You know, they
kids.
you can. There's various forms in which you can work in, you know. When you're a specific your friend in politics, head in politics, let's say a head of a specific party that's ruling a specific country, to tell them, no, I'm willing to sell this product. This product is going to come with so much profit. This is going to increase your GDP in your country like this. And please push propaganda next year to be more based on stuff my country is selling, so that by the time we put stuff in your market, it's already familiar with the people. You know, that's where that type of stuff is planned, you know.
That's strategic.
And you know, as I was talking, let me not stray from the point of the fraternity.
Yes.
The fraternal part of it is like, about as we form a relationship when we are schooling, yabo. Yeah. You're an engineer, I'm a doc, you're a lawyer, yabo. It's that type shit. Yeah. You become a big lawyer because there were already lawyers that were in this fraternity. Most of fraternities is not now just because you entered. It's been there. There's members of the fraternities. You know, and there's members in the fraternity. When you have a fraternity,
most of them, I just want to add on, they most probably created when the universities are formed.
You know,
that's why the family that founded that university, or as well, might have founded the fraternity as well.
Yeah, but
there's a statue that arrogant
and that fraternal house.
That's my great
dad.
Yeah,
you know. I've seen that in a movie, man. Yeah. How high. That's a fraternity also. As I'm saying, man, those fraternal relationships that built over, ziba and allow abantu to have an easier route once babephuma evasithi.
Network uyifunda pha, finance, relationship, yonke la.
And just imagine that when you're in a fraternity, you live in the fraternal house. That means you only live with your niggas that are in that fraternity.
Values.
It's in a fraternal house.
Yeah. So it's a brother. It's like what we're doing now. It's a form of fraternity.
And you know what? You're gonna succeed. Like as Tati is saying, fraternities are old. That means they are older fraternal members. They're about like using all my time, and we have big businesses in the world. That by the time you go out, just by saying I come from this fraternity, they can open doors for you, because he knows you're my fraternal brother.
Yeah, you come from a fraternity that I come from.
They know you are an engineer from a specific fraternity. That's my fraternity. I'm putting you in my business, and that's how you build your first experience in the world. Just easily like that. It's a connection. And what I was coming down to is, we can't build connections when like that is in GRT up in South Africa because the lack of respect.
Yeah.
The thing we was.
It goes back to that foundation again.
As to that level bar. Like if you ask about as soon as you try to stand back. Yabo. Awukwazi imamela la nto noba ubani bethethe inyani yabo. Ba ubani mhlawumbe bethethe inyani ngale nto. You gonna wanna beat him up. And just thinking, are you friends at that level? if you ufuna udlalisa amandla akho for umbonisa ba and then ke ngo just think uzolungiswa njani ke ngoxa ungafuni kubekho abantu
uzoqhekeza wonke umuntu every time
and that's what friends are for. And those fraternities phayana mhlawumbi bangakwenza rituality ile yabo mandithi yazazi man, those crazy type shit that was invented back in the day bafuna kufaka toilet, and over the years must they develop
watch movies, maniacs, watch movies.
Yeah, those fraternities that do that shit, it's not J about when you went through the toilet. You know when you're gonna accept another new fraternal brother, he's gonna undergo that to show that he's loyal. And when just
they initiate someone.
And just think that the initiation rituals, you know. When they do that shit, all the fraternal members are there and they witness that. Do you know why they witness that? All that embarrassing shit you do, the ones that know about it. So that's their biggest secret about you. That they have taken you and put you in the toilet. They made you eat dog shit. If it's initiation ritual, you know, that's what they do, man. It's not necessarily, man.
I always was you accept the brothers.
The brothers. It's them that's watching you do that. It's their way of initiating you. But okay, now when to be one of us. And learn the tell you can be an engineer, you can be a doctor. Let's say a doctor who was in the same fraternal club. If like there's a motherfucker that's a doctor, has 7 hospitals, you are empty, like a medical doctor who can just practice. By the time you go out the university, if you were in the same fraternal club and you apply to one of his hospitals and you asked, it's near rare that you big company, but at fraternal reasons, you can't do that, you know. But just mention it in your, let's say what, in your resume, fraternity etil, and then they already know the big names that come out of that fraternity. Even HR, but you fraternity etil, hey, you know.
Same time,
and that's what
the moment you come from these Ivy League schools.
Yeah.
Importance.
And that's where the big fraternities are. Yeah, but let's make, for example, Bill Gates' son went, and Warren Buffett's son went, and the Prince of Bellingham went. That's where they all go, and they join specific fraternities that their daddies were in, so that by the time they come, they're not just sons to the daddies, but fraternal brothers.
Yeah,
which is
it's like a continuation of a culture. You know? It's the same thing that we do as Africans when we do our
I feel like it's dying though because of that entire respect.
Because you go in there because now there's a Western element that's affecting it.
Yeah,
that's the thing there too.
But I feel like, you know, the team, Tina, we are busy fighting over small shit. You know, the blood.
Yeah,
like Tina Silva over scraps, man. Because big people in this world are fighting over big shit, you know.
Yeah.
And Tina, we are still thinking about fighting for land patches is gonna make a difference. It's not gonna make a difference. I mean, yeah, we can take back the land, get forced to see Saki Zinc, highway, city, but that's a disadvantage to us. We're building houses in dark areas, you know, that are not gonna be able to fully support being developed unless someone comes in with money, you know.
When fires come, because the summer season, it's hot as hell in Cape Town.
And except for that,
in those places.
But look at the shady part of it all, that when we say we're taking back the land, we can't take back the proper land. How come? Why are we taking up the shitty parts, man? And do you know why we can't take up the shitty land, the great part of the land? Because we're not organized.
Yeah.
We're doing shit out of seeing that other people are doing it, you know. Tina, we saw some people saying take back the land, malema, and people went straight to looting patches of land that were filled with fynbos. Western Cape is known for being indigenous for fynbos, and we killed fynbos just to make houses in those areas instead of fighting for the real land that was taken, the real land that can farm,
the valuable land.
You know, we took the valueless land, and those white people, why do you think they're not fighting for that land? It's because they know, okay, we shut them up now in that specific aspect, and it's less than farming. We can't farm in those specific
the less complainers. I think when a Bandz, you are speaking right to my audience. Yeah. We need to decolonize the mind. We need to understand the enemy before you can be able to play at his level. Like you're saying,
as I'm saying, man, we fighting about small stuff. Tina Silwangwa, okay. I feel like my granddaddy by having that talk with me about the inferiority complex. You know? We have this thing.
My audience.
So, inferiority complex, way like you see, as you always talk about the worship gene.
Yeah.
It's sort of something like the worship gene.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's near the soul than the brain. You know, like it's
because the
within
worship gene
us.
was inserted.
You know, it's within us. Yabo yona. It's something that
It can't
you
be
learn to control. Yabo.
Yeah.
But
It can't be removed. It's like it comes with the engineering.
you know, and tina siya control la way unconsciously.
It's a feature.
But la way about say yabo. That just tells you can control about, okay, I don't feel inferior if I don't have that. You ain't here. So tina inferiority complex, it works in a specific many types of ways, you know. And I have that weakness myself because sometimes I feel like I'm inferior if I don't talk a lot.
Yeah.
If I'm
Mamputa.
like, let's say I'm completely quiet, man. And I'm not having a chat with one of the cheese. Let's say outside you guys, you know, with you guys, I feel like you already understand that I'm a talkative person. But with outside people who don't understand that I'm a talkative person and don't actually give me that time, you know, if the Kalu hang out now, I need to talk a cool that tool most of the time because I'm trying to see if, okay, what can I talk to you about, and you know,
I'm trying to learn you.
So as I'm saying, the Utam Kulwam once sit me down and talked to me about the inferiority complex, and he said and as I've said, now my weakness is talking a lot. Like sometimes I feel like I need to get shit off my chest, you know.
Yeah.
So as he's saying, Lawe makes me feel better because sometimes I know a lot more than other people, which is something I had to come and learn over the last years. But okay,
I also feel like that sometimes.
Give yourself time to learn what you don't know, so that you fully understand it. And
ungabi arrogant too much ngale uyaziyo.
And
because
out of proper research, and the proper research that and then you could talk about that shit in the next 2 years, fully informed about it. So we can be iPhone 9 or let's say iPhone X. I mean, sorry.
By the way, I have a video that's coming up on YouTube that's gonna display each generation's as an iPhone up until Google 2022.
You must do that, man. Shout out to that. You must go look it up.
The specs and shit. Got that in my vault, G.
Yeah. So as I'm saying, man, I said my weakness was cool. If I don't speak a lot, as I was saying, responding can take like 2 years. If we're talking about the latest iPhone, like now, and you tell me, man, you don't know nothing about the iPhone. I say, I know. iPhone in the camera and no vivid, no filters. Then you shut me up by saying, suka, you don't know the feature and you'll be like, hey, and nyan, because I'm used to like a lesser version of it, and you know that. But then 2 years later, after another version came out and another version came out, and I studied both the versions, saw both the changes of versions. Next time I talk to you about the specific topic, like relating to those iPhones, I can come well informed to you. Is to explain.
I did my work.
You remember when we were talking about iPhone, man. I buy next feature man. And you upgrade and you got like the latest one because you see me upgrades from your phone and you can explain better. Is that is research giving yourself time, but digest it as long as you need to digest it, so that you come out within a sensible out of your situation, not for just you, but for now. I understand, but okay, for that amount of time, hours, and you went out to look to in order to understand, you know. It's even now, it's not a matter of and
that's why it's about easier for that thing to stick. I told a lot of my friends in high school, but if you don't help yourself, then things won't happen, bro.
Man.
Like, so, I can be at your crib, we can be studying weekends and all that.
But if you're not
into that, on shit sometimes, but you don't know what I'm doing midweek. I don't live in the hood. And I think that was the blessing that I had. I lived in Wynberg from Monday to Friday. Then Friday late up until Sunday, I'm in the hood. Well, every day, I'm straight in library. Like, this nigga is smoking weed with us, doing all this shit.
God, he knows he's gonna go to the live.
Bruh, I already secured myself because I saw, it was all a mind game, bruh. Other people you could see, they valued you, abanye. Because I did go through a period where I disacknowledged Umdu was helping me a lot during that journey.
Yeah,
And this was a female, bruh. And this is someone I respected because she helped me, but I took her for granted. But luckily, I was nearby her house, so I was able to go there, and she was with her fam. I sat down and I apologized, man. And I told her, I didn't like how I was. It's like I felt that when she came there, I wasted her time, and I apologize for that.
Amen.
Yeah, but even till this day, I think the older we get, the more accountable and compassionate we must be, especially for our feelings. Because trust me, I was a piece of shit once, bro. Didn't know how to talk to women, dudes. There's a part of me that I see in 6ix9ine, but I'm a rapper.
Yeah.
So 6ix9ine without the cash.
Wow.
Stick it up. Just imagine you buy 50 rappers.
Yeah, so as I'm saying, man, that inferiority complex, he explained to me as it's like something that's besides the soul. It's like the devil of the soul. It whispers near to what you think you did. Like,
don't upload this episode.
It whispers your desires to your soul, and it makes your soul like really want them. Like when something is not wanted by both, it's basically the brain, man. Let me not say so, but the brain is the soul for me in most cases, you know,
because everything happens in the brain.
All of the thing is processed there, you know. And some say they feel the soul inside, but I feel like it's here, man, you know. Uthi inferiority complex yilando ikwenza wena xa uyenzile uzive ngathi ubhetere kunabanye abantu. Not kunabanye abantu mhlambe uzenza ufeel bhetere kunoDrake or no lanto bahamba noko ndiyaziqwayitela. That's the inferiority part of it, because if awukwazi uzogqithela you feel inferior. You do le na le, you feel acknowledged. Yabo la way ibikhe yenzeka it trends like fashion novas. Inferiority complex is that if he's not wearing a name brand akakwazi uhlala phakathi kwabantu afeel confident because bangathi amanhleli nje, that type shit. Yabona abantu abaninzi athenga uVersace, athenga ntoni, then he's beside people
because ufuna la validation that comes with that. Okay, if I wear Versace,
bona ngoni character yakhe iphuma xa ifumene izambalo ba uyaphambana baya jonga man nawo yabo ijonga yazi into lesana relax and Versace man boy state man is a way
that things called nowadays the drip check.
Yabo the drip check.
This is nigga called King Omo. This nigga, bro, interviewed I remember a video he interviewed Rick, bro.
Oh, I know, yeah.
How much it checked you?
You see how inferiority,
You see that
the shoe inside the shoe.
Bro.
Yeah, bruh. That's the inferiority complex. Because even Rick, for him to be able to swank, you know, for him to be able to swank, he felt that there was something missing. And for him, I feel like it was passion, man, more than it was inferiority complex, because that's how he was. He loved clothing, you know. But for most people, it would be like, hey, Rick is wearing Prada, Louis V, Gucci,
and all.
He's getting sponsored by Gucci for free.
You know,
he gets the clothing for free, bro. He got sent to fucking
fashion
Italy, bro. He went to Italy for free. They flew him out. I remember that time. I was like, yo, this guy.
He came back. He can make.
He only has one album.
That nigga was an OG, bro.
But the things, the impact.
But as I'm saying, man, abanye abantu bazomjonga uRick afeel like umuntu ba ihandenza kancane no Rick mara except if nganxiba Fabiani wami nxiba uRlay wami anenza kakhulu kunobani. Ilawe inferiority complex. Alawe ba
it's everywhere. This
anginamali okanye xa nginamali feel ngani kakayona bona mayisana jonga namali tshoni ngathini, like obviously kungazathi noba ungathini mas xa ufike la nto ufeel inferior ngayo. Yabo bakhona amanye abantu aqoma anamali,
it's your master at that moment. Just
khona umuntu okwaziyo tathi xa eqoma inferior to mine anamali man clean man clean qoba kwami clean man ujonga ubani man nombona ubani unjani qabile. Then he stays there with Ubani for a minute, then he come for a specific amount of time of hours, then he come back home, alal. And then you feel like he can be fulfilled because he didn't need money today.
Exactly.
And it doesn't feel inferior towards having not having
and you are spending that time in a valuable way.
You know?
I think when the main thing you're also trying to emphasize, Lukho, is the fact that we should be intentional about the time we are spending.
Yeah.
Not everything revolves around currency. These things are fed to us.
Yeah.
Because propaganda, it's to change your mind. It's for you to think, but you need this and then your life will be good.
That's the inferiority complex that they're playing with.
They're playing with our emotions.
Exactly.
They hacked psychology basically,
They whisper
and they've
to your
been
brain.
doing it. How good are you gonna feel every time you jump on Insta? You wanna check on your ex. You wanna check on that person. It's
Or
this
you see
inferiority.
people in your slides that are besides Bentleys, and then you be like, ish. And you see the likes.
Yeah, it could have been this.
You see the followers, and you think, yeah, man, I'm no lesser than.
Hey,
That's feeling.
Instagram, bro, was controversial because teenage people wanted to kill themselves because of that.
Yeah, it's toxic, bro.
Mm.
We must mention it was toxic. It has a head of its own now. And it's racking teenagers like it's no one's business, bro. When
and
you
they
jump,
still in school, bro, but the pressure they be feeling, bro.
Bruh, except there's this song by Nas. They say, you know you can be what you wanna be. That song tells kids to act their age, bruh. Like, except many of our kids, especially many of the kids nowadays ain't acting their age. They're acting older. They act like they know better. Like, you've been in the earth for less time than me, but you think you know more about the earth. What the fuck? What do you think my brain's been doing? Processing every shit new day. Bruh, you learn something new every day, but you think
arrogance they move with.
You know, I feel like that's what it comes to. And then they are the ones that are getting hit with this inferiority complex because they think they know, but they are born into the age of to think they know. There's propaganda machines. After the propaganda machines, they use. You know, they viewing this propaganda machine and research and think they know the truth, but the truth is still another propaganda machine that's a backup. And that's what their weakness is, because they don't search after the second propaganda machine that works for them. And I feel like both those propaganda machines born because umntwana kama mandithi uphikise into ku-internet uzofumana source that he thinks he can trust, then from then onwards he takes facts from there. You know, that's what we also do, you know, because we know, but we need the research to find
information on the net, bro.
Exactly. And how do you know
how
do you know who to trust sometimes, you know? Yes, and some people are very gullible.
That other day when we were recording.
People are very gullible.
You don't know who to trust now. The enemy, you don't know who the enemy looks like now.
Might be an agent. The enemy might be an agent.
No cap. Yeah, well, so it's just like we are at the age. I feel like he also saw that I'm also in that age of my inferiority complex. I felt less.
That's why he had to inform you about what we're going on. You know how powerful that is?
Amen.
Dog, my kids ain't gonna remember the Gucci bags, bruh.
Yeah.
But they gonna remember today. The next day ngomnye. Life is certain to nobody. Let's always keep that humbleness. That's why, Tina, we are going to bring a different view towards what family values are all about, bro. Because we are the exact same people who have to harness zonke izwi. We like that chosen person, but everyone is like, not him, not her.
You the one. You definitely the one. Yeah, the Matrix is insane, bro. That movie is insane.
But except there's some people still don't understand it, though.
Yo, that movie, I watched it for the first time yesterday.
As an adult, bro. You wanted to watch it as an adult. You lost it when we were young.
Yeah, right, you know there's Matrix Reloaded now.
Yeah, there's one in 2003, I heard.
There's a new one.
There's four.
There's four.
There's four of them.
The new one where you can see Neo when he's charged into the Matrix and out of the Matrix.
And that one is done by the sister of the Wachowski brothers. Well, you can tell by they rushed that one. But I always focus on the story.
The first one, bro.
That's a classic. In the 90s, bro. In the 90s.
He's wearing the shades. Yo! He's blocking bullets by holding a hand.
He finally realized now. He's starting to believe that he was the one. Whenever his life, like in the first movie. Just teaching like, yo, so yeah, there's fucking agents out there. Like, someone can manipulate. Like, I see it in the real world. Like, I'm a demon. Like, take it over.
Yeah.
And you become evil all of a sudden. Hey.
kanti ngumntu lo okanye athi gqi mhlambi in a version of someone you trust.
Yeah.
Why am I giving zonke ezwe apha kulo mntu kanti awuyazi uba ngu-Agent Smith lo ungene in one of umntu wapha kokwenu yabo. That's how andithi uyababona uba travelisha njani. Like
they just see you.
Next thing, whoever sees you, then
whoever sees you, yo, damn, dog. There's a lot of things that happen.
But we're trying to break the matrix, bro. And I'm trying to get that book by Andrew Tate, man. The one that talks about the matrix, or I think it's coding the matrix or something like that.
Anything at the minute alone, we are information-driven maniacs.
Because he talks a lot about the Jews, man. Yo, that nigga talks a lot about how the Jews got the world by the balls.
They 77,000 Jews are running this country, bro. 77,000 only.
And
that's
we are
like
43 million
like
people.
Googs and a little bit of another township.
Googs no lang.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how many people are running the whole country.
How mad is that, bro?
That's what I'm
saying. It goes back to what you were saying. I want you to continue from Luke about how Tina, we are not organized, and how when you look at other races and why they're on top, Tina, we in last place, bro.
La fraternity. Fraternity spirit died.
As la fraternity spirit, it's the family.
Yeah.
It's a black people.
Because I understand, if you could get a lot of things right up in families there too, then things are gonna be okay.
Families don't wanna put family on, bro.
No.
What did Arthur said? Biggest thing
that's why fraternity.
That's the worst thing ever.
I feel like that's why fraternity is formed, though. The brotherhood. But they formed. You know, you have a family that's gonna be successful, but they're not in
Broederbond.
You
for the Afrikaner.
Why the Afrikaner? They have brotherhood.
Yeah, it's Broederbond.
Broederbond. Yeah. You see them in the rugby's, my bro. Knock each other. My bro, that's like testosterone.
That's passion.
Yeah, there's like soccer to them.
Like flipping.
That's like soccer to them. They're crazy over rugby.
And where do you see our passion, Tin?
To accept
piano, what?
Fuck it, no, you put that Savannah in your face.
I'm a pianist.
We're the best at dancing and having a fun time.
Bruh, but besides that, there's nothing we cannot do, bruh. Katina, we choose things that continue to demean us. Fair to there's more just in entertainment,
we
bruh.
work for these companies, bro. All of us. The white men, we work all of us for them.
And almost,
yo, that's sad.
As I was saying, remember, as I said, I was reading this book by Robert Ruak Uhuru.
Yeah.
I finished the book one.
Oh, shit.
Like, it's a book this thick. I finished the book one. It's like, but I'm into book two. But they said the things I'm digesting there is like, Africa was once taken a whole by the white man, bruh. That kind of has me tripping, braba. The white man really ruled Africa at the time, bro. And that's why that's why Africa advance because so much of us are mind fucked. They just give us freedom after and most of them die for it. Then your late generation is by freedom because it never.
Because they're reaping the benefits of all the
we just the people that didn't really understand the struggle, bro.
But I just read the book one. In the book one, I was reading something about a black man, but it's a white nigga, owner a safari, who got this wild man, I forgot the name of the wild man, but they say he's an old wild man that's about his father's age, but his father died, so he continued his safaris with the wild man. But they were hunters originally, but he moved on to own a safari. Then he was divorced, but then they were majority of his friends and all these people wanted to move out of Congo because people were yelling out Uhuru because they wanted freedom at the time, and they were burning houses and raping their wives, that type of shit.
Yo, Congo and the diamonds.
Yeah, it was. That shit, right? I was it's not Congo, man. Congo that time was rebellious. The book is based on Nairobi, Kenya. It's based on Kenya's time. And that's where Brian Demon, the main character, is from. Yeah, well, but he keeps sidelining to how he got relationships with his. He has another guy he owns a business with, the Brian Demon Safaris. And what happens there? This nigga is trying to sell all his land to go back to Europe because black people were overthrowing the government there.
So he wanted to get still. Bruh, these people never own this land and yet they're selling it off, bruh.
And he wanted to sell it off to his white friend.
Yeah?
Brian, Kaluki. Brian has a white friend that he owns a company with, the Brian Limited Safaris Limited. His friend was afraid of the Uhuru and wanted to sell his farm to him. They both white. It just got me thinking about it. I'm reading this book about the 1960s and it's a white person is eating money like nobody's business in Kenya.
In a black country, no.
They have safaris, they're eating it at a safari level. They're hunting lions and all that.
Oh,
like all the safaris that now live in Kenya are not safaris that are established now. They've been long established. And you know, when you establish something from Italian, it becomes hard to buy cream. Because that's what we're all trying to do. Get like, which one is kind of a trust, man, Tachi. Over the years, you build trust so that by the time your brand reaches over 50 years, it's well known and well trusted. So think about that, the 1950s. The 1960s, 1950s, he had a safari. Now think about that. It's over 70, 60 years ago.
Maybe the amount of racks he was racking up.
And the amount of trust he already has around the safari community.
Communities, not just in Africa, it's across Africa as well. Because they found means to milk us in every kind of way. Bro.
And it comes back down to that brotherhood I was talking about, that fraternal part of it. I feel like the reason Brian the main character was working with other white people is because he was white and he had brotherhood towards the white person also, which is something we kind of lost now.
Yeah. And we don't even want to get to that conversation when I look about Umdu is always going to look out for Ibala, like, regardless of how we go.
And I feel like that thing is only done when is it wrong way, but you only look out for your kind, you know.
Sure.
Even in the American movies, you can see the Mexicans alone, the white men's alone, the niggas alone. I feel like that's the only time they really say. But they look out for each other in a way that they segregate each other. It shouldn't be like that. We should all be looking out for each other, yeah. But that's after we've all looked after
ourselves,
kind, you know?
Yeah, after kind first.
Yeah, our people. If we've all looked after our people, then we can look after everyone else now.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like that's how the white person is. Because across the world, I feel like they've looked after 90% of white people. That's why they're always giving back to us, making us feel like charity cases and all that, because they've looked out for each other for so many years. And I'll think about that if we could change the odds, because we can turn into the most productive race, the most productive labor of the world, because we are the majority in the world. And we are so much that we can have labor within us, have Model C workers, blue collar workers, and white collar workers. You know, we can have that all within us. But the thing is, no one wants to take that position of saying that. And that's the thing. They think of the inferiority. They think the inferior just because they're playing their role, and their role happens to be a little below someone else's. You know, as I'm saying, you should be fulfilled in playing your role. And if you know in your role you can push to do more, push to do more. Don't feel like you are belittled by someone achieving more in an upper role. You know,
that mustn't take away your effort, man.
Yeah. As I'm saying that. Thina singabantu abamnyama sigcwele so much that singazokhula into working class, sibe nayo ipathetic industry, sibe nayo ipathetic office, sibe nayo ipathetic as owners. We can have that all within ourselves, but into esingayicinga le kuthi sithi asizicingeli thina, because sicingela ba okay ubani uzoba nemali eninzi kunathi, of which is no. That's how you build systems. Then across the years you build ways so that the system izosebenzela uba kube lula abantu abasezantsi bafike phezulu.
They're instilling a lot of that, and we just can't go to a gunfight with a knife.
Hey, you're gonna die, bro.
Easy. Bro, busy ngala bheka.
Yo.
You see Will Smith in that movie.
Yeah,
where he
Chimena, man.
battle out
train.
on a moving train.
A force train.
Sure.
Like I said, it's that type shit, man. And I feel like Tina Miba says push, man. Not to who's push when away, to push when and you're surrounding people so that Nikwazi who instill a laweba. Yeah, we make it to the top, but not necessarily but I make it to the top alone.
Yeah, man, we must light more corners in our communities, man.
Exactly.
Like we be
But
kind of
respect.
yeah. It's also native to understanding that we lead him by example, and that I think that is the biggest power that I have at my disposal and that someone else has, is that you at any moment can decide to make the choice that will make things better.
Yeah.
And better is your version, just remember. It's how you see things. And man, we must stop wanting everyone to see the world how we see it.
Yeah.
Because they turn away the unique perspective. Because I can't have Bandz thinking like, come on, man, this world is gonna be boring, bruh.
Yeah.
We need that mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we are strong in our uniqueness.
Okay.
Yeah, I learn. Where is that gonna take us?
Okay.
And then you find Uguti now people are keeping us in their circle, so that baza unyusa lendon the inferiority complex. I see how these lighties are building a relationship now, and they can't hold each other accountable because they're still young, they're still lighties.
Yeah.
There are even men, 30, 40-year-olds, bruh, but they still like 12, 11. You'd swear you still need to teach them how to talk. They expect you to have a way with them, but look at what they're giving you. I want to be an example. There's a light who's watching there. But you older than me, I'm going to do better. Let's do better. Be the example. But these are the things that we're going to be faced with, bruh. Because remember when we were rebellious, questioning shit? Kids these days, they come as they go. They do zongas as you know. And I blame it on the parents as well. You are allowing all of this to happen. And next thing, Tina, the new generation, we have to parent Ababandu. No, I'm nobody's father but my daughter's.
Yeah.
And it goes back to what Arthur talked about that day, that if everyone could start to sweep their front door, the world would be a lot clean. If we could just be nice and love one another, stop judging each other, man. Nando, hello. Like, why are you not telling that person? Sometimes I always say, why don't you ask that person, bruh? Because I despise that. It shows, Guti, you are not enough of you.
Yeah,
a person who is in themselves doesn't have time for to think about, and they busy always around this person. You can't come and complain. Any person who wants to listen, now we must listen to your bullshit. Exactly, because you know what I did at one point in my life? I realized I had to make the cutthroat decisions. How do I do this? I sit people down. Never lose your way, winner, Bandz. Especially how your grandfather and everyone who taught you, be the honorable one. Show them because people abayazi inhlonipho. So you need to constantly show them. It works for a lot of people, bruh. And this is the foundation to our people, is that sidibana ngobubhani. Xa kuzowiswa wena, kuvana nabo bangakufuniyo sibali. They put their issues aside so that they can unite and tear your ass down. That is what black people are good for these days. We don't want to look at ourselves in the mirror.
Everybody's also always happy when a good guy is for one is out a bad hand. Everyone. Like almost like
they've been waiting for that to happen.
Yeah.
That's why if you pouncing and waiting on you're gonna wait until Jesus comes back. I'm talking to you religious people. Yes, I'm talking to you.
Yeah. That's the vibe, man.
Yeah, Monalando. Because it's not my job to affirm you, it's my job to affirm myself. Bruh, we're starting with no connection, no nothing. We ain't trying to beg people, bruh. We're just trying to give value. Trust me, if we have to go through you to get to where we need to go, we will go through you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the example because Tina, we had to figure it out very young, bruh. Like, I'm only 27, Glonyaga. Oh, you old. What do you mean I'm old?
It's a whole lot of shit
Huh?
to do.
Bruh, I still have my whole life to look forward to. I said the age. The ultimate age is 108. I am not lying, guys. I am here for the longevity. I'm gonna be Warren Buffett level. 3 generations, 4 generations down. I'm gonna be looking. Because the Lord is gonna be abundant. Start with an abundance mindset. Expect the universe to conspire in your favor. When I walk out there, I expect to get the shit that I walk out there to get, bruh. You think now when I tell myself I'm gonna do something, oh, I hope it's gonna work out. I hope it's gonna be like this. Stand guard at the door of your mind. And take clear inspection of every thought that comes in and out. That is where meditation helps. We meditate every day without even us knowing. When you contemplate, oh, I should have done this. But I did this. But what matters? What am I going to do next? To me, what matters most is your next move.
Yeah.
Nothing matters most. You can tell me all that petty story and all that. And now we are at that level where we are just coming for what we want. I just want to get people in the mode of just going for what they want. Not what someone else told them. Oh, this would look good on you. No. That thing that makes you tick. But now I've started to approach things with, I am going to gain tools to add to my arsenal. Habit stacking, guys. Read Atomic Habits, James Clear, guys. I've been saying this, and I'm going to say this every episode. I'm going to recommend a book every episode. And the book recommendation is James Clear, Atomic Habits. That emphasis just lies on you. So what must we do, Tina? We're going to light this corner up. We're going to show you how it's done, eh? All the excuses you can come up with, they don't work here. But don't fool yourself and think this is Alwena. I know we worked for this.
My man.
Don't forget that, bro. It's really your responsibility at the end of the day. If we want to make these things work out, there are people who are already stacking up on the excuses this year. It's going to be another 365. Nothing to show. And whose fault are you going to blame? Yo, I didn't have this. I didn't have this.
This happened.
But you had pictures and videos. Almost the entire year.
Yeah, people just had pictures to show for it. And they were slaves in their jobs. And they spend money on expensive ass clothing, expensive restaurants, apartments.
How is that contributing to? How beautiful would it be if every time we get a degree, we get to buy a house? Like, see, we go there with intention. Education, bruh, opens up doors, guys. I shout out to my nigga as well, Chad, when I said, yo, bruh, this university thing, I give kudos to y'all, man. I remember when you wanted to give up, bruh. And I was like, go back, G. You got Mnandi at the end. All my hard work, those sleepless nights. Yeah, it will pay off. Because not many of y'all start and finish.
Exactly.
But you're not part of the stats, bro. Continue, bro. Remember you said you don't want your parents to pass away without seeing you succeed. And being a person so that because people are not getting any younger, bro. They're getting old now, yeah, bro.
By the second.
Yeah, bro. But remember that intention that drove you, my nigga. Like, yo, I mean, he put work, bro. And he has the degree. Wow, it's a different dog he's dealing with. So life way too easy, we people as well.
We work for
you have to maintain what you have started as well.
Hey, the promises.
Hey, We could have stopped tonight if it. But where does stopping take you? To regret land. Yo, ente glonyak. Yo, ente. Yo, ente. Bruh. We need all the motivation. It's not even about us needing it. We have all the motivations, bruh. We see every day motivations I need. Look at the place we're living in, bruh. Look at the minds that we still need to work on. We're still working on ourselves. But it's not just about Tina. This is a nation that is wounded.
Deeply wounded.
Deeply wounded for years. It needs to be tended. An open wound for all these years.
We were born into the
and it's so
and our parents was born into the and their parents was also born into it. So it's not their fault. All this time, all these years, that's the story. That's basically it. And it's still continuing. Our kids are gonna have a new struggle.
Hey.
It's a difference.
Maybe that time. Maybe that
that's
time.
already what we're striving for, aren't we, G's? Exactly. That's what we're on.
Maybe that time AI will be too much, bro. To the point you never mind.
It's like free guy.
Hey! They're making the AI too good now.
The conscious. Yeah.
Don't connect that to the internet, please. If you do, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Do I still have that series about that AI that took over the world? I think I do have it. Next.
The name of it is Next.
The name of 2019.
He still hasn't watched Knuckle City. You are the blood. Need to watch that shit.
Yeah, culturally.
Of course, I represented a high level acting.
That made me proud to be closer. Take away
no cap, the vulgar.
all the vulgar.
But the vulgar is part of the culture, though, in a way.
It's expression.
Yeah. It's like the American movies. We don't talk a lot, but fucking motherfucker. Yeah, but we don't take it like it's a movie expressing that shit.
It's real great, nigga.
PMF, yes. What is the series? 50 cents. Season 2 now, no?
PMF.
The story about Meech. It's on season 2 now.
I think I'm Big Meech.
Yeah, but 50 Cent is dope though. In a movie production now, he's a big dog. And that nigga was almost broke just now last year, 3 years. Yo, I can't believe 2018 was 5 years back.
Oh my god.
Like 2012 was 11 years back. The FIFA World Cup in South Africa was 13 years back. Yo, I'm excited. Last year, FIFA World Cup.
I feel like that. No, I remember it like it was yesterday when that nigga Ronaldo was scoring a goal. I remember the whole kick down.
Do you remember David Luiz's free kick?
That was 2014.
Oh, 2014? Oh, yeah.
How they still lost 7-2.
Yeah.
No, man. Oscar scored there, man.
The Germans gave them a lesson.
Oh, the Germans. That nigga Müller, bro. Evil.
He didn't stop.
Did
you see Loris? He retired.
From France?
Yeah.
Damn, at least you go on a World Cup, man.
And Bale, guys, retired from football.
Yeah, Bale is retired.
Gareth Bale at 33, man.
Is he only 33? Ain't no way that nigga 33.
Yeah?
I think he's older than that.
33, 34.
Nah, I think that nigga 30. Kaloku he was playing around with Ronaldo's ages. He was a little bit of years younger than Ronaldo.
Yeah, but look, he's 34.
Ronaldo's fucking 39. I said a little years. That's probably like 35. He's probably 35, 36, bro.
Let's just check.
Ain't no way that nigga only 33 and he's tired.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic is fucking old.
41, 42.
He's back from
that nigga does taekwondo and all that shit, bro.
He's back from injury. He's back from injury.
You don't need a security guard, man.
You'll fuck you up, huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
I am Zlatan.
I am Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Do you know that guy's goals, bro? They're insane.
Yeah. First
type
goals
of
in
goals
Serie
he's
A.
had in his career. Oh,
Especially the by AC Milan. Yo. Yeah. Especially the by.
that guy, he played for AC Milan, Inter Milan, and Juventus in that Serie A league, bro. And he played for Ajax. Then he played for Barca. Then he played for PSG United.
Yeah, he played for PSG.
Yo, yeah, this nigga, bro. All the
Collecting
clubs.
cups wherever
I think
he goes.
he did what Haaland is gonna try to do, bro.
Go to all the clubs.
Yeah, like
You
no,
base-
not all the clubs.
Like all the leagues, I mean.
yeah, the leagues.
But he played in all the leagues.
But
Yeah, he played in all
wow,
the leagues.
Ibrahimovic, bro, what
In
league
all
did
the
he?
leagues.
I didn't play in the Bundesliga. Nah,
Yeah, I never played in the Champions
Never
League,
played in the
bro.
German league. That's the only league, bro.
But Haaland is from there.
Yeah, look, Haaland from the Austrian league, then the Bundesliga, and then the Premier League.
Here we go. João Felix to Chelsea.
Oh my goodness!
16 minutes ago.
Chelsea
Chelsea are set to sign João Felix on loan. Here we go. Full agreement reached with Atletico. Loan move set to be completed on 11
flipping loan,
million
bro. Is
pounds.
there a buy option? Close.
Just a moment. Fabrizio is still.
Hey, no way.
You know, I think João Felix,
There
bro.
mustn't be a buy option.
Fabrizio is now. I think Atletico wanted to extend his contract. I think they got that sorted last
Nah,
night.
he's gonna stay, man. You know, I know that. But that's alright. That's a nice stopgap signing. But it cost a lot. You are Todd Bowley, bro. I'm like with football. I trip alone about that thing, cause yeah, man.
Why triple loan?
I don't know why I trip alone about that
Sikona.
Nah, it's about my club, man. Yo.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Listen. Loan move set to be completed on 11 million euro fee
That's a lot
until
of money.
June 2023.
For 6 months,
With
11
100% salary covered by Chelsea. Before leaving, João will extend contract with Atletico until 2027 to protect the club being a loan. João Felix will fly to London in the next hours to undergo medical test and sign contracts very soon. More, this deal doesn't change anything for Christopher Nkunku, who's gonna become Chelsea player in June.
Oh, so he's gonna come in and then cool comes in.
Nkunku has been signed already. It's just
Yeah,
that he's
Nkunku's
going to be
guy.
announced in June.
Okay, there's some positives with this nigga Todd Bowley, but hey, the other things, bro.
Yeah.
Like I read a lot of the journalist stuff.
Oh, yeah. How's Graham Potter treating you?
Yo,
You lost to us.
This is the worst manager I've ever experienced in my whole life.
Yeah,
Do you know we've only won one
Derby's
game?
coming.
Nah, guys, man.
Derby's coming.
Let's not blow things up proportion, man.
Nah, man, I'm speaking my opinion, bro, about the
Yeah.
manager in my club. I know it's controversial,
Yeah.
but it's just my opinion, bro. Nah, I
Give
don't
us
feel
your
like-
opinion,
I don't feel like this
Chelsea
guy.
fan.
I don't feel like this guy's suited, bro. Because you know why? Yeah, I understand. He's never been at the top level, bro. And he doesn't have that grit for me, man, that you need as a Chelsea manager. I've seen a whole lot of Chelsea managers with grit. Antonio Conte,
Yeah.
Jose Mourinho.
You.
I'm not talking about the skill here, but the
Yeah,
football
grit.
and all that.
Yeah,
No,
I know.
I'm talking about you as personality, bro. Your personality as a Chelsea a manager, you must be fiery.
Yeah.
Maybe in the new ownership now it's different, and they require a coach where they need to use, and he's a yes man to that nigga Todd, bro.
Graham Potter's yes.
Yeah, he's a
Yo.
yes man, bro. Like I watch a YouTuber that was at the training session, Chelsea live. Tetano Graham Potter, hey, that guy, man. He doesn't impose himself on the players and train. Yo. Like those type of things, but that's like reference, bro. That's real eyes. He was there, bro. So on this way, like, and I hear about things like that, bro. It's like,
Then they
He's not
distract
really,
him.
he's not really there.
and I'm seeing it on the pitch, bro. I watch every game. I've never seen us playing this horribly, bro. Like you see, TIAs, they will whoop our ass, bro. And then besides Man City, bro, the other clubs too. Nottingham Forest, I think they drew with us or something. Or they won. Nah, I think they won, bro. We haven't won a game. We've won one game. We've won one game.
Chelsea even
in
don't
9
remember when
games,
they
bro.
lost one game, bruh.
One
It's that
game
scary.
in 9 games.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. Yeah. Graham Potter.
And guess where we're in the table? 10th spot.
But there's still time.
Yeah, nah,
time
bro.
to make
May is
up.
now, bro.
There's still time for it to make up, bro.
May.
If you win every match you play now.
Ah, you think that nigga gonna win every match?
Hey. But
That nigga has a 5-year contract.
yeah, feeling
60 million pounds. I even know those details, bro. 5-year contract, 60 million pounds.
a year or the contract is worth.
Oh, look, that's
60
the
million.
full, yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
so
so
it's gotta
pata,
be
look,
12
dividends.
M's, yeah.
Ah, yeah,
12
type
M's
shit.
a year.
No
So
cap, yeah.
1 M
Chuck
every
Norris is going nowhere, guys. Nobody ngathetha
month. 1
ndini.
M every month.
I'm telling you, dog. Huh?
Chuck Norris is going nowhere, bro.
Check now, this is
Yeah.
Potter. I know.
Potter
he's
is
not
gonna
going
fix
anywhere.
that team, guys, man.
Ah.
I think you Nina.
No, but you got Chow Felix. Okay, whoa.
So,
Nah, bro, that guy is good, bro. I saw him in the World Cup. I was like, shit.
Portugalese.
He reminds me of
Portuguese.
Ronaldo when he was
Portuguese,
younger, like as a midfielder.
Away.
Even though,
So now what happens, Gengo, when Potter starts cooking the pot? Are you gonna be singing his praises?
nah, I'm speaking about present. Now you can't talk about the future now, bro. You don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, when I need to see the. I'm not hating on him. I'm just telling.
I didn't say you're hating on him, but look at what he's lacking as well. I don't hear you talking about how injured your players are. He's a new manager. There's a new system. There's Tuchel players he inherited. There's a new owner. This is me trying to bring you back to earth.
Nah, bro, I already know those things, bro. So does that mean the club must sink to ship now?
That's what you're saying. That's your opinion.
Nah, I'm asking. This is not my opinion. This is a
Ah,
question.
your opinion, yeah.
Does that mean nah? It's not, because you know why? Yeah, you're mentioning all these things, but footballing was the first patalwa Mali club. Zanzandoni ezikhoyo. Kwaezi ukuthi is injured, these players, they didn't do folk. Like I said, I watched these niggas, bro.
But you are exaggerating, guys. There are teams playing worse than Chelsea now, guys.
How is Fulham and Bournemouth playing better than us, bro?
Don't play the comparison, okay? I'm saying there are other people who are playing better. You mentioned names, Mokwa.
Nah, I'm mentioning names because about the amount that the club
don't play comparison, blood.
No,
don't play comparison.
How do you spend
You
so
mention
much
name.
money?
It doesn't matter. Johnny, to Nottingham Forest, how much players they brought in. Things are not gonna happen miraculously.
But they didn't spend as much as us. I'm talking about the new ownership. I'm not talking about Roman players now. The new ownership
spending doesn't equate to you fair to winning.
I know that's what I'm saying.
Lampard did the same thing. They
that's it. You don't understand what I'm trying to say.
Potter inherited players that were not his, man. Give this guy a break, guys, man.
About 9 games.
Give this guy a break. Lukho,
I'm not
advocating for Potter.
I'm
not advocating for.
Imagine you hire somebody that does that to your company, bro. I'm speaking about you personally, dog. I'm not talking about Chelsea now. You hire somebody, and then Excel, it's also manager. He's a manager also. Hey man, the sales. Hey man, every week. Hey, I buy this type of stock. And now my stock is almost overloaded. Like he doesn't make sure that there's good marketing and all that. Like you don't give away. And then you're losing money every week.
I'm still saying you're blowing things out of proportion, guys, man. It's still too early.
You can take it from both perspectives, in my opinion, man. Nobody's wrong or right in this situation.
It's just too early.
In another perspective, dog. Y'all
are getting fucked.
Yeah, I'm saying footballing wise. Oh,
United. Look at what's happening to y'all.
You see that? I see you adding names.
I'm waiting for the derby.
You adding the derbies in this weekend. Oh shit. Oh,
we're playing my G. Yeah. We're playing my G this weekend.
I'm not scared of City, bro.
We're gonna fuck you up.
Where? At Old Trafford? Okay, let's move on. Arsenal or Man City to win the league?
You know,
as a City fan.
Man City, obviously. You know, I
Yeah,
support
but
my
then you
team.
guys do have a chance, but yo.
I support my team.
Arsenal's
so
on
it's
some
like
other-
it's not new ends about last game in hand. If we lose,
You
we
still
don't
need to
create-
win a consistent amount of games, though.
Are we still gonna win? Gonna start with
Hey,
this.
but y'all won us. Yo, I team, yeah, I'm dog.
1-0.
Yeah, we had a chance to actually make that team Arsenal at least catch momentum.
Ah, baby, Arsenal. Y'all are the only team that ate Arsenal.
Chelsea
this
just
season.
wants to help the London club. Ingakalo kuyabagqibela kudala for things to be glossy that side. But nah, I wouldn't want to lose at the expense of another club. This is my opinion. I'm
Yeah.
a United team. Fuck every club, bro. I don't want my team to lose so that someone else can win the league.
Since I win, I
Yeah, bro. So we stop City a lot of times for winning the league. Ngeban. Tsak! Hansi. Yeah, you wanna allow it. But
We're
fair
taking you
to
3 points
nah,
Erling
G.
Haaland.
I think y'all are gonna need to be in tip-top shape.
Obvious. We've been in tip-top shape. Every team that was fucking us up, we are fucking in now,
Y'all
them
weren't
up
really
now.
playing
1-0.
good in it.
Yeah, but we
Against us,
scoring.
it's just that
But
team.
we're scoring.
You-
We fucking up 1-0 even in the
You watch
Carabao
that
Cup.
game full. You watch that game full game.
Nah, I didn't watch
Exactly, I watched that game, G. First off, you were kicking your asses, bro, like for real. Once our 2 players got injured and we made our substitutions, there's a lady called Chukwameka in my club.
Chukwameka.
Yes, he's a Nigerian boy, 18 years old. He's number 30.
Thank you yet again for tuning in for this lovely episode. Until next time.